Hello, viewers. This is UniQcast, and we are starting our UniQcast video podcast series. In this series, we will address topics related to video streaming, mostly technology, but also wider. So we're also interested in topics like content, user experience, devices, everything related to video streaming. So it's the first episode. So how this goes, of course, depends on how well these episodes will be received. So if you're watching this, and if you're watching this, then of course we release this video, which I'm recording at the moment. Make sure that you like, subscribe, share wherever you're watching this. We'll be distributing this content on our media channels, YouTube, LinkedIn, maybe some others. So do let us know that you like the content. It really helps continuing this effort. We'll have, of course, it will not be just myself talking to you. So we'll have guests. We'll invite our people, UniQcast employees. We'll also have some partners, clients, interesting people who have something interesting to say about the topics that we're covering here. And so we're now at the episode number 1, which is, of course, very important because things still have to be set up, and I do hope that this works at the end quite well. And as I said, we will have guests, and we have a guest today as well. Today with us is Danijela Kajtner. She's the product owner at UniQcast. So I think she's perfect person to talk to about the topic. Oh, I did not introduce the topic yet, but Danijela, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you, Matthias. I'm happy to be here. It's an honor to be in the first episode. Thank you.
I'm glad to. It's good. So yeah, I wanted to mention the topic before, but here you go. We'll be talking today about informed decision making, basically. So how can you make good decisions in life? But of course, we're talking about video technology here. So what the operator should do, which data should they collect, how should they present this data, and at the end of the day, what does this mean for the whole performance of the service, right? So these are, I believe, very important topics because, if you measure something, then you can improve. Do you agree, Danijela?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so let's start with the first question, Danijela. Maybe a little bit tricky because it's a little bit personal, to be honest. We're talking about data and performance. How do you measure your performance in your personal life? How does this help you improve yourself? Can you name a situation where this works for you?
Yeah, definitely. So a few years ago, I was actually trying to improve my personal health and fitness. And I decided to go with a data-driven approach. And I got myself one of those fancy watches, smartwatches. So I started to collecting data on my daily activities, my diet, sleep, exercise routines. So I actually gathered several months of data. And, the beauty of statistics, the power of statistics actually came into play when I analyzed this information, and I noticed that my sleep quality directly influenced my exercise performance and also my energy during the day. So in the end, I made the decision about adjusting my bedtime, altering my diet, optimizing my workout schedule. So in the end, these adjustments really improved my physical well-being, my energy level, and in the end, mental health. I'm still a bit crazy, but I'm trying.
So yeah, I wanted to put you off balance, but apparently you are prepared even for those questions. Good. So because I know you were expecting some technology related questions, work related
Yeah, I was
questions,
actually prepared for that, but okay.
but you did very well, Daniela. Okay, good. So let's go maybe to a more, as we said, business related stuff. So we know that the famous saying that says what gets measured gets improved, and I do believe this is really important. So if you want to improve something, you should measure it, because only then you know what influences what, and where you want to go. So in terms of video services, video streaming services, can you give us maybe not the specifics, but maybe just some broad categories, which video service qualities an operator should measure and hopefully improve over time?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can put them in some categories. We have those markets. I mean, user related things like user engagement, customer acquisition, retention, churn. Then we have a category for content performance. So really the viewership ratings and time spent on different content types and so on. We have technical things, so service availability, streaming quality, efficiency, and so on. And also that financial thing that is actually in the end, that's like a conclusion of all those metrics, because they affect in the end the financial thing. I mean, the money. It's all about the money.
Sure. Yeah. So these are let's say the groups that
Those are like the main categories we put our different analytics. Also video analytics, especially in IPTV and OTT world.
And then under these groups, there are some specific, let's call them KPIs. They are KPIs, which are actually measures in terms of quantities. Can we maybe, just to make this a little bit more tangible, can you mention 1, 2, maybe 3 of them, and what do the ones that you think make big impact at the end of the on the service, and what do they mean? What do they measure, and what do they mean?
Well, I mentioned those categories. If I go through those categories, which KPIs, I mean, which metrics would be most important, I think it's customer churn rate, because in operators world, everything is about churn. No one wants their customers to go. So this KPI measures the percentage of subscribers who cancel their service with a certain period. So it's really a critical indicator of customer satisfaction and loyalty. So it's really important to monitor that metric that enables operators to understand the impact of their service improvements, marketing efforts, offer, customer service. It's an indicator for everything. So I know the second KPI maybe content viewership ratings, because you have to take care of your content. It shows the popularity and engagement levels of your content. It also helps you to optimize your content library, so you can actually match your content with viewer preferences. So in the end, of course, you are working on your user satisfaction and engagement. And last, I mean, but not least, we have many KPIs, but I think those are 3 most important. Definitely in our world, of OTT and IPTV, it's streaming quality. I mean, that metrics are buffering rate, startup time, video resolution quality. Those are really giving a good streaming experience. So like high quality streaming is crucial for user retention. And in the other hand, poor video quality can be like can really lead to increased churn, and that could be a problem.
So things are somehow interrelated, right? You can have
yes, definitely. I mean,
one
each
measure
these
influences the other.
KPIs influences the others, but in the end, those are most important KPIs to track. I think when you are starting your company or starting your solution, you should concentrate on first on these three and then everything else. So.
Yeah, because of course, if your streaming service doesn't work, it will show up also in the financial stats, right?
It affects.
But
that's why I said.
Yeah, you will learn this a little bit later, but it may be too late if you don't, for example, monitor the quality of the technical quality of the service, for example, right? Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So yeah, I hope that this gives our viewers a little bit better insight of what we wanted to talk about. But you know, these are known things, known facts, but maybe it will be even more important if we go now maybe into UniQCast. How does UniQCast handle this? How does UniQCast handle data collection, reporting? I know we have one important module that does all these things inside of the platform. But since you know this much better than I do, can you explain how UniQCast tackles these challenges?
Yeah, sure. So when we are talking about how we gather and actually play around with our data, so we have a special solution, I mean, special system called uStatia. So it's pretty much the heart of it all. It's really designed to collect events from client devices and actually other unstructured data, such as logs. But they're essential for understanding user behavior and system performance. The cool thing is that it's built on this robust Amazon OpenStack solution. So that means it's scalable and it really handles the massive amount of data. So without any problems, without any sweat.
So it does perform. It's optimized for
performance. Yeah, it's
big data basically for performance. Okay, but can you give maybe just a broad picture about the architecture of uStatia? Maybe what are the main components that come together under the uStatia model?
Okay. So it consists of three components actually. So OpenSearch, this is where all the data gets stored. It's like a massive digital library, but instead of books, you have your video data. In the background, we use HTTPS and query language, so we can easily find, add, change any piece of data we want. It's like having a superpower to actually manage data. The second component is Kibana. That is actually what our operators, I mean, our users are actually seeing. So it's a dashboard. It helps us to turn numbers and logs into those visual stories, reports, so making it easier to figure out what's actually going on. And the third component is log/stash node. So this guy is the data collector. He's also using HTTPS to grab that data from client devices and then dump it into OpenSearch. It's like in short. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I understand. So these, let's say, these components are used for processing data in various ways, but maybe maybe let's go one step further and let's cover the topic, where does this data come from? How do we collect? Where do we
Uh-huh.
get the data? What are the sources that uStatia uses for then processing and presenting them to the users?
Okay. So we decided to divide them in three, actually, most important data sources. We use unique TV events. So events that are sent from end user devices, such as play of specific content, opening some part of the UI, use specific app or some other feature. Second one is unique TV logs. So it's like the behind the scene look at both of the devices and the servers, giving us a peek into the system's health. And the third one is unique TV reports. It's actually a clever way to keep important data around longer without hogging all in the storage space. So we can hold on to detailed events for a couple of months, even more, and then summarize the old stuff to keep our reports sharp and storage costs really low. I mean, down. So yeah, I think we managed to do it in a smart way.
Perfect. We're almost done, maybe, but I still have one question.
Really? Already?
Maybe I'll have another one then, just since you're eager to answer. I like this. So I'm thinking about the user. I mean, I'm thinking about not the service user, not the viewer of the TV service, but I'm thinking about the operator, the user.
Our users.
Yeah. Let's say our customer. So data, it's always daunting when you have lots of data. How do you collect it? How you store it? That's one way you present this, how uStatia can handle this. But at the end of the day, we're doing all these things for a human operator, somebody who will need to look into this and then make some business decisions based on it, right? So how do we address this question of data information overload? How do we help our users have a really clean insights into the data from the user's perspective, right? How does uStatia help present the data so that it's easily understandable, maybe shareable between different departments and so on? Can you address this question?
Yeah. So yeah, we actually put our minds to really make some advantages to our customers. I mean, for our solution to be unique, because we are working.
We are unique, yeah.
We are unique. So to tackle the issue that you mentioned, UniQast addresses the problem by using advanced automated and real-time data collection technologies. So the key aspect of UniQast, our approach is on actually minimizing the need for user intervention. So once the system is fully set up and configured, everything is already ready for our customers. They don't have to create their own visualization or reports. They have it already. They can add something new if they don't mind, if they don't like some widget or some statistic, they can add or change the existing one. But the most important stuff is already there. So they don't have to do some bigger adjustments. So our uStatia really stands out due to its unique ability to not only automate the data collection process, but also to analyze and visualize the data through really clear, informative reports, graphs, and charts, of course. So the great thing is this allows our operators to easily identify trends, outliers, different patterns without actually having to manually go through the data.
Mm-hmm.
So when we were building our uStatia as a reporting tool, we design it with the end user in our mind. Yeah. So I think we, in the end, offered an intuitive interface, and we are generating a variety of visualization and to actually to show different analytical needs and to actually show a lot of data, but in the simple way, where when our operators have a ability to actually make good decision regarding their business. So
Yeah. So,
yeah.
okay. So yeah, I mean, it's at least because I've seen solutions which are maybe from the performance perspective really well done, but then unfortunately, maybe just because nobody or there was very little care put into thinking about the actual user, the data is maybe not so clear. So it's good to hear that we are thinking about this. I think thinking about the not just the raw data and the graphs and the reports, but also who is reading this, who is using this information at the end. So that's, I think, really, at least for me personally, very important, important development, important issue that we are following. Okay, so since you asked, Daniela, I will put another question to you. So before I let you go, what is the most exciting thing that you're working currently on?
Currently,
Yeah, currently,
well,
yeah.
we are very
Professionally, I mean,
busy.
but you,
Of
I
course,
assume,
of
yeah.
course. Enough with personal things.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are really busy. We are doing a lot of things, but maybe it's interesting to mention something that is related to our uStatia. So we are actually finishing integration with all of our applications with Nice People at Work,
Mhm.
Youbora service. So it acts as a powerful add-on to our existing solution because it is specially tailored to enhance video analytics reports. So I think it's a great add-on to our existing report and support. So yeah, we are actually waiting for a certification for our application from Nice People at Work. So it's a great integration thing, and we are really looking forward to finalize it again. So yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope you will make some uh, I don't know, that you
Yeah,
will
maybe
publish something interesting about
good
our
idea. Yeah,
application
maybe
in the future.
even for a podcast, for a future podcast,
Yeah, why
maybe.
not?
You
Yeah,
never know.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah.
there's a lot to
Well,
talk about metrics, and we can go deeper, even deeper than this.
sure. Yeah, sure. As I said, this is not the one and only podcast. We are planning to do a series. So depending on how well this is received, I'm planning to make this regularly and cover different
Mhm.
topics. So yeah, and I'm looking
Great, great.
for different content. Everything related to video streaming is really interesting for me.
Mhm.
So Daniela, thank you for your really insightful answer.
Thank you,
And
Matyaja. I really
And
felt
I
very
would like
good.
to have you on the show again, of course, if you if you'll find the time to join us.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, and I hope that also our viewers will find this interesting. I'm sure that they will, because there was some quite interesting information in there. And yeah, so let's keep going, and we'll be in touch. Of course, we are close workers, so whenever something new happens, we'll invite you on the show again.
Okay, great.
And yeah, okay. So, and you viewers, if you like this, please give us some feedback. You can like, you can subscribe to the channels. Also, as I said, we're looking for topics to cover in the future. If you have any suggestion, put them in the comments below the video post. So that would be really interesting for us. And I hope you all had a good time and we all learned something interesting together today. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.